This month, PCN stopped by the Cedarville Fire Station to learn more about CPR, a course on how to perform different kinds of emergency treatment on our four-legged friends. It's not often that we stop and think about how to help out our little furry pals, but this presentation instilled the tools needed to stay calm and regain precious minutes that can save your pet's life. Check it out.
Today is a fundraiser pet CPR and first aid training class. It's a hands-on training class. It's designed to benefit the portion of the proceeds will benefit the Plymouth Animal Shelter. Most of my training classes that I do are structured that way. They're fundraiser training classes. It's a hands-on training class taught by me. I'm a 28-year medic, and it's designed to teach pet parents and pet care professionals just a way to mitigate the emergency. Rather than just drive really fast to the hospital, we want them to actually stop the life-threatening bleed. Breathe for that non-breathing patient. You know, pets without oxygen for 7 minutes during the car ride, there's not a good chance of them surviving. But now if you're actively doing CPR or whatever the case is, you hand off a viable patient to the vet who now has something to work with. So if you or I were ill or injured, we'd call 911 and an ambulance would show up. You don't have that with a pet. So rather than just drive really fast, they're actually able to mitigate and in essence stop the emergency and then hand the vet a viable patient to deal with. I've been doing pet CPR first aid training now for 5 years. I'm just coming up on 800 students trained by me individually. I've been, as I say, a medic and an educator for 28 years, very busy neighborhoods in New York and New York City. And I've also taught human CPR and first aid for over 20 years, so this was just a natural progression into the pet world. It's geared to dogs and cats specifically. However, a lot of the skills that we teach you can be adapted to other animals, iguanas, ferrets, whatever you have. If they have a snout, even if they don't have a snout, you can do CPR on them, but the focus here today is dogs and cats. I teach throughout the Northeast. I'm based in New York, Long Island, New York, but I teach all over, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania. This is actually our first Massachusetts class. We had a very positive response. We have 25 students today, and I typically teach anywhere from 10 up to 40 students in a class. It's very well received by the pet community. We're going to be covering emergency muzzling, how to humanely restrain them. We'll teach them bleeding control, which will also include dealing with amputations, impalements. We'll teach them CPR and choking for all size dogs and cats. There's 3 different techniques. A lot of hands-on training. It's not just, there's no video, there's no PowerPoint. It's, I demonstrate it, they see how to do it, and they do it repeatedly. We teach them through muscle memory, so that 6 months from now, if something happens, they go right to work. They don't say, what did the video say? They go right to work for muscle memory. So that's the key advantage to my class. And being taught by a medic, obviously, is a very different class. You'll have 25 more people trained and being able to get the word out there, and they're going to make a few bucks to support their operation. So it's a win-win for everybody. Short constantly, you might have to just take this and stretch it a little bit.